you for joining us on the Hardcore Hotline. Yeah, I cannot read anything that you've given us, so I'm just gonna go ahead and give you a second to introduce yourself and tell me why you're here.
Well, my name's Travis, and I play in a band called Hey Thanks. We're signed to Iodine Records, and we are coming out with a record on May 27th. I just really want to talk to you about it. So,
Okay, all right, and I would love to talk to you about it too. I see you're another Iodine band. It seems as though our security isn't very good at keeping you guys out. I'll have to talk to them a little bit about that. Okay, so you said that you're in a band. Okay, I see. It's Hey Thanks, and it has an exclamation point. A lot of bands are really into punctuation. So do you say it like Hey thanks, or do you say
uh,
it like Hey thanks?
we say it just like that word in that Piebald song, like "Hey, you're part of it," kind of like that.
So Hey
Yeah,
thanks.
almost like um, you're saying "Hey" to initiate a response from somebody, but you don't want any other conversation after that. You're kind of
Uh,
walking on, you know.
yeah, like hey. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
almost doing it to be acknowledged in some sort of.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you feel like you are not acknowledged often? That's why you wanted to create that little
uh,
punctuation that you have?
I can't really give away all my secrets, but yeah, yeah, yes,
Oh,
very
okay.
long.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna be interesting, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So I noticed that you said piebald. Who is your favorite hardcore band?
Um, Let me think. It's gonna be really hard because
Yeah. Yeah, so many good ones, right? So many good ones.
so many. I like Refused. I like I like Have Heart. Um, I like Sukon,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but
I feel like you're really digging for names. What is your opinion on the new Comeback Kid album? How about that?
my opinion is that our band name is better, and that's all I know.
I just need to take a quick note here to send to Iodine, just real quick for because this is the hardcore hotline. But that's fine. That's fine. I'll just, you know what? I'll just ask you just some questions, and we'll just see how that goes, and you can hang out with your plant
Yeah,
friend.
this is Rocky.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. So, yeah, no, I'm looking at our database for your band. Your band seems to be made of children. Is that right? I'm looking at this, and you look like the high school band kids.
You know, I tried my hardest for this interview to grow this beard out so that wouldn't be a question, and it seems like you're coming at me really strong, and it's making me really emotional. So yes, I am.
Oh, speaking of emotional,
Ow!
uh, what do you think of emo Batman? He's the new one.
I think he does his mascara better than I could ever attempt to,
For sure, for sure.
and I think he might have a crush on Catgirl or Catwoman or whatever the name of the other person is. So
Uh-huh. I know that you guys are touring soon, which is exciting. What are you most excited about when it comes to touring?
my favorite thing is being able to play a show and then awkwardly try to like be social after because I'm awkward and don't.
No way. Yeah, that's shocking to me to hear you
Actually,
say
I'm
that.
actually upset that I didn't bring this plant with me on our last little run. You know,
Yeah, codependence is, it actually is a cornerstone of the hardcore community, so points for that. Okay, so moving on. If you could choose any band to open for, who would it be and why?
I want to open up for Tame Impala.
Uh, yes, Tame Impala. Yeah, we know who that is. And okay, so why do you think that they would definitely not want you to open for them? I can think of a few reasons, but I just want to hear from you.
I think I think it's because in my current state right now, I look like a rip-off version of Kevin Parker. So that might be triggering in some kind of way, but I'm gonna hope for the best. So we'll see.
Yeah, you're definitely a rip-off version of many
Thank
male figures. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, so who are your band's musical influences? How about that?
so I would say at least for this record, we're influenced by bands like The Maine, Taking Back Sunday, The Academy Is. Um, I'm personally really into certain David Bowie things. I'm not sure if that's gonna roll in this record, but David Bowie, The Strokes. It's kind of a huge pool of stuff we like. So
Yeah. What do you think is gonna be the song that everyone will like? I mean, I can't think of one, but maybe you can.
I mean, if it hasn't already happened yet, I mean everybody's probably in for a real shock because that's all we got. That's it, folks. There's nothing else going on for us.
Yeah, that doesn't sound depressing at all or anything, and I am very sure that Casey Iodine is going to be very happy to hear that. Which Pixar movie scarred you the most?
Does it matter at what age I saw said Pixar movie?
No, not at all. I believe Pixar movies are mostly for adults to cry to.
I'm gonna say Soul.
But I know it's about a musician. Is that why it scarred you? Because it's a musician and I think he dies.
Um, yeah.
Well, I know that you don't know very much about hardcore. Um, but if you could see any hardcore band come back and play on stage, who is it and why is it Bane?
Oh, fuck!
Okay. Yeah, totally. For sure. Yeah. Do you know who Bane is? Just a question.
Uh, Brain Blast. I think Bane is the Batman villain from the Batman after the '90s, right?
Yeah, that's who it is. That's who it is. Yeah, for sure. I am going to be questioning so many things about my own existence after this interview. I just want you to know. Which band member do your moms think is a bad influence?
Um, Probably me. I feel
Why? I couldn't imagine why that would be.
I feel like I've changed my ways ever since the new Batman. But I mean, before Batman, uh, I feel like all the parents of the band were pretty weirded out by me. And to this day, I feel like they don't know that I changed after watching the new Batman. So part of me feels like they still think I'm the same person that I was before the movie. You know, so
Yep,
can't
definitely. definitely. Is it because you saw yourself as the new Batman, as Robert Pattinson, or as a different character? Which character would you be from the new Batman movie? This is now an interview about the new Batman movie.
Yes. I I want to say that I was the Riddler, but they de-yassified the Riddler. Where bring me back the '90s Riddler, because I don't know what's going on with the new Riddler. But if '90s Riddler was in this Batman, probably would be me.
That was the Jim Carrey Riddler. That's the one you
Yeah,
want to be?
that's the yes.
Okay. How old were you when you saw the 90s
Uh,
Batman movie? Just a question.
I think I think I was still living in my prior life before, but I don't remember how that ended. So I
Right.
think I saw it.
Yeah.
I was 14, 15.
Yeah, 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 for sure, for sure.
Like last.
Um, and do you by prior life, is it like a one of those past life things that I see on Unsolved Mysteries?
Um, I mean that's what corporate America sells, but honestly, I have no idea. I'm still
Yeah.
figuring it.
Yeah, yeah, totally, totally, for sure. I'm definitely keeping up with everything that's going on here. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Okay, so as we finish up, as we wrap up, what are you hoping that hey, thanks achieves this year?
I think I want us to be able to kind of honestly. I was hoping you had some work for us because I would love to. I love the tour, but there's not really any money in it anymore. So work for Hardcore Hotline.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I am sure that our callers would understand so much of what's going on and what you're saying and what's happening, and they will never question their existence or anything at all. No existential crises in any way. So we will definitely see what we
You,
can do.
I have a question for you.
Oh no.
What do you think about our guitarist Dave's salmon shorts? Give it to me live.
Yeah, yeah. So guitarist Dave, his salmon shorts, they harken back to a time in the early 2000s when hardcore kids wore very skinny jeans, very swoopy hair, very, very small shirts. Very small shirts, unless of course they were in Boston or in New York, and then they wore windbreakers. Um, but it reminded me of those guys who are friends with guys in a frat, and they say, "Come to this show," and they show up with salmon colored shorts and Sperry's. So it did bring me back to a little nostalgia, but I don't know if I would see those shorts, say at a Comeback Kids show.
So um, just to give you the rundown, I actually looked it up on Google,
Mhm.
and it says salmon, not salmon, salmon. It says salmon is a lot of omega threes. I don't know what that has to do with the shorts, but that must be good, right?
Yes. Yes, absolutely. You gotta omega threes.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah, you're killing it for sure, for sure. Okay, so I know that you probably have like a little league game to go to. So as we wrap up, is there anything else that you would like to add to this extraordinary experience that I've just had?
Um, I would like to say thank you, everybody. Thank you, Hardcore Hotline, for obviously loving our product so much,
Uh-huh,
and
uh-huh.
and promoting us better than maybe even Iodine could have. We want to thank you. Our record comes out May 27th. It's called Start Living, and I hope you do.